Hey Bookies! Today we are going to talk about what I would recommend from my August TBR. So let's get started. Start off this video by saying it's not going to be very long. I didn't read that much. Things happened. Anyways, so I'm going to start the list off with The Honeys by Sala. This was one of the best books that I've read in a bit. Lots of thriller vibes and stuff like that. Basically, the book revolves around our main character. They are gender fluid. When their sister unexpectedly comes back home, tries to murder them, stuff changes. Changes rapidly. Their sister ends up dying, only to be visited by these three people from her school, or from her summer school prep academy thing. I grew up poor. What is a prep academy summer school? Anyways, they visit, they do something to her casket. A bee crawls out of her ear. It's really weird. Our main character, they're like, hey, I'm going to go take my sister's place at this prep academy since you've already paid for her semester. Also because on the sly, and I'm not going to tell you guys this, but I want to figure out what the hell that was all about with those three girls. And their parents are like, are you sure? Because you had a really bad time the last time. There was a lot of discrimination that happened. They're like, it's chill. I got this. I can handle it. They go to the prep academy thing. They're put in a male dormitory because they are male presenting, and thus it goes a lot into homophobia, stuff like that, but also a mystery as to what is going on with these girls and why it is so important at the camp, and why the bees. Anyways, it's a super well done novel. I really loved it. So good. So just go read it. Just go read it. It's one of Ryan LaSala's best works that I've read, and I've read everything that he's put out so far. I also read A Broken Blade by Melissa Blair. It was really fun. This was a high fantasy novel. Our main character is this assassin that works for the king, because she is a halfling because of her descent and stuff like that. She's basically enslaved and indebted to the king. So she goes and does his evil bidding. But when she gets tied up in this rebellion, she starts to figure out that things aren't what they appear to be, and there might be more to life than this. There might be a better way. There might be a better way. It's so well done. It's so good. Action-packed. You're going to love it. Definitely go ahead and check that one out. I also really liked Alliana, Girl of Dragons, which is by Julie Abe. This one, it's set in the same universe as Evergreen, which is kind of like Kiki's Delivery Service-esque. This one focuses a lot on the Japanese Cinderella story. Basically, our main character is the Cinderella-esque type character trying to pay off her debt to her stepmother. Her father is gone. And she gets some help from a witch and a dragon, and she discovers that she can do so much better, and that there is so much more out there, and that maybe some things that she thought were true, especially a note left by a person that she considered her grandmother, may not have been necessarily true as well. It's very heartwarming, very touching, definitely something that you're going to want to give to your middle grade readers, or yourself if you read middle grade. No shame here. I read middle grade. I love it. Maybe you do too. I also really enjoyed Where You've Got to Be. This is a heartwarming contemporary middle grade tale about this young Jewish girl who is kind of in that weird preteen stage. Her sister doesn't want to hang out with her. She's like kind of fully teenager. And she's starting to lose friends and stuff like that due to growing up and other stuff. And she starts to resort to stealing and little thievery to kind of preserve the memories that she wants to hold on to so badly. And just, when kids are going through a hard time, sometimes they commit petty crimes like that because they want to be heard. That is their cry for help, so to say. So this is her cry for help. And things go a little bit bad before they get better. It's really heartwarming, something that you can read together with your middle grade reader. Or again, if you like reading middle grade, this one would be a really, really good heartwarming tale that you could read. I also read A Spindle, Splintered and A Mirror Mended, which is really fun. A Spindle, Splintered is a Sleeping Beauty retelling, but is tongue-in-cheek retelling, kind of. It knows it's a retelling, and it delves into like this multiverse of retellings of Sleeping Beauties. A Mirror Mended, along the same vein, very, very fantastical. One of the best retellings I've read. I recommend them. And the last book that I'm going to round off this list with is on the subject of unmentionable things. This one is a super good novel. Basically, our main character, when she was younger, her neighbor, who was a gynecologist, had basically an estate sale, garage sale, something like that. Anyway, she walked off with a lot of the she walked off with a lot of the gynecologist's books, including a bottle of a female anatomy part. And she starts this blog about sex, and basically it provides a lot of really good information about education, health, and whatnot, all of those things to do. And everything is going good until a very alt-right politician in her town starts targeting her blog, and she starts to get a lot of flack for that, especially when they start to threaten to figure out who is the man behind the curtain, so to say. It's a super good contemporary. It goes a lot into sex. I think it's one of those books that teenagers should read. I'm going to be quite honest. Teenagers, a lot of them are going to participate in that activity. You would want them to be as informed as possible, so that way they don't make mistakes that could alter the course of their life. Why not give them all the information that they would need to better succeed in life? Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Anyways, super good. I recommend it. But yeah, that is everything I'm going to recommend from my August TBR. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.